on the Xbox One. Again, it will be an extremely tall task to take down the Finns. For Finland, Eki is probably the most known esports competitor in the NHL scene worldwide. He's achieved a number of successes, including one of the most dominant runs in pro play, winning the 2018 NHL Gaming World Championships, where he collected a prize of $50,000. A year later, had it not been for an epic comeback in the last minute against John Wayne, he would have played for the finals once again, but instead took home fourth in the 2019 Gaming World Championships. He's one of the most decorated players in not just 1v1 play, but also 6v6, as he also plays for the pro 6v6 team Linköping. He is going to be one of the most difficult opponents to play against throughout this entire event. His partner in the event, Roda, is also an experienced NHL player in esports. He took down one of the most dominant Finns in Hans Zelino 5-4 in the final, and he will represent the Finnish delegation on PlayStation 4. For Great Britain, Martindale, who has been with NHL Gamers since the ECL Season 1, has played over 500 professional games in his career. He is currently playing for Luleå Hockey, where he scored 22 goals in 30 games during the regular season. But even during the qualification, he showed what he is made of. He scored 33 goals in 5 games and could provide the spark offensively that Great Britain will need to provide the upset. His partner Shawn, who made his opponents look old by his clever playing style, proves to be an important partner of Martindale in the fight for the next round against Finland. He won by scores of 6-1, 3-0, 4-0, 6-2, and 3-2 during qualification, but he's got an extremely tall task in taking down Eki. Now, the Finnish delegation is under incredible pressure to imitate their compatriots in reality. Even if the supposed underdog from Great Britain is a very capable opponent, the British should not be underestimated. Nevertheless, should Eki and Roda not have an unexpectedly bad day, Finland will emerge victorious from the ice at the end of the duels and thus move on to the next round.
Nick DeMeo, aka F5 Penguin, back here in the studio, and as you saw there, this is a matchup for the ages. Really great, talented people on both sides of the ice, and we're ready to get started here in just a moment. Of course, you know that 2018 World Championship, Gaming World Championship player Eki Martindale from Luleå Hockey. We have Roda, Shawn, top-notch players on both sides of the ice. And you may be wondering tonight, you may see teams that are picking other teams other than their countries. Well, there's a reason for that, a bit of a chess match here as we get into the beginning of the round of 16. All the players have an option, the teams have an option to pick any team they want, but they can only use one of the international teams one time in the first 3 matches here in this Esports Fan Championship. So a bit of a chess match. You may see Canada, you may see Sweden, you may see Russia. Who knows what you'll see? But they can only use the team one time before we actually get into the next round, and then they have to pick a different team. So the ratings might be a little bit different. It'll be an interesting concept to see what players choose which teams, what countries choose which teams, and that'll continue to be a match to watch out for as we get later on into the playoffs. Force to be reckoned with on both sides for sure. Martindale plays on the PS4. Of course, you may know him. Real Ice team, Chicago Blackhawks. So we'll see if a little bit of that dipsy dangle, as our good friend Davos might say, might come into handy here in tonight's matchup. But the teams are almost set to go. We'll be bringing you the action live as soon as we are ready, and I'm looking forward to watching what transpires on the ice. We will start with the Roda and Martindale matchup and then go over to Eki versus Shawn. And then we'll go back and forth, and the winner, like I said, will be determined from the aggregate goals scored here tonight. So one team could dominate one match, but it leaves 3 other matches to add up some goals, and we'll see how that shakes out for the 16 nations that qualified for these matchups. Teams should be live here shortly. I'll be bringing you that action as it takes place. They can we'll be ready to go in just a few moments, but let's talk a little bit about Eki here and what he brings to the table. He's moving over to Xbox, and it was interesting. I talked to him right before the game started this morning, and I asked him, I said, well, why the switch to Xbox. And he said, well, it's nothing special, right? It's less players in Finland on Xbox, nothing much to it. Short, succinct, and to the point, and that's why I love Eki so much. I did ask him, is playing on an international ice a little bit different? As you may know, he plays a lot of HUT and a lot of championship matches where they're on NHL regulation ice. He says it's interesting. He feels like the game is more possession based on the big ice, which is Eki's strong suit anyway. It's still NHL, of course, but I have a different mindset on how I'm supposed to play on the big ice. And that's going to be interesting to see how the teams adjust to the new style of playing. And obviously they've practiced before and have enough time. But I did ask him, on your opponent, Shawn, is there anything about him that you need to specifically plan for? And he said he has not seen Shawn play, so it'll be interesting. He has to prepare like he usually does and see how it goes. And consistency will be the biggest thing for him. A lot of talented players out there. He recognizes that, but it's the level of play at the highest, that who can play day in and day out. Consistency. That's going to be the key. On the other hand, however, the matchup that we're going to be bringing you first and foremost will be Roda versus Martindale. And I've had the pleasure to call a bunch of games for Martindale and his team, Luleå Hockey. And he's a sight to be seen for sure. I asked him, this is a big matchup for him, a lot on the line, a lot of team pride, country pride, a big matchup here. What are your thoughts going into the series? And he said, he's looking to not get blown out. He smiled and kind of joked. He said, Eki and Roda are both really good experts at the game, really talented players. And the 1v1 can make it look competitive. If he can do that, he'll be really happy. He's practiced a little bit, but he's going to be playing. He played a lot of sixes to gear up, kind of get his fine-tuned skill sticks on the money for the matchup here today. But I did ask him also, Eki on the other console, a force to be reckoned with for sure. Anything that he has shared with Shawn on how to beat Eki? I did ask that question because Martindale and Eki have matched up before. He said there's not much he could say. He's only played against Eki in sixes, so it's a little bit of a different feel, especially when he's a playmaker on the ice in sixes versus the transition to 1v1 hockey here today. So not much information there, but he did say in the qualifier he had a, quote, secret weapon, which was fun. He created a line of absolutely huge players, and they were able to withstand just any hits that were thrown at them. Team Great Britain could throw, so he leant on them hard whenever he needed a goal or dictate a play. He doesn't think he could do that more later in the tournament as more experienced players begin to file into the ranks. So as bad as it sounds, he wants to get those bounces, wants to get the defense up to par, and he hopes that he can stand up to Roda and make the score line as close as possible. I did also want to ask him, and I thought it was fun. I said, how does it feel to be playing for international pride and glory? He said, it feels a little weird, and he laughed. He said he didn't lie. The best 1v1s duos in the first round is quite on brand for Team Great Britain. And he said he's never been one for the easy route, right? So, in fact, you have to look at to the last years of the tournament, beat the French team in OT after being down 3-0. Nevertheless, he's looking forward to it here tonight, and he hopes that him and Shawn can show the other nations that the Brits aren't too shabby after all. So, a lot to be said there in the interviews prior to the game today. Very much thankful to both of those men for providing some comments and having some time to talk with me. After the game, we'll probably talk to a couple of them as well, and that will continue our great way to bring you some high-quality action here today as we get started here in just a couple of minutes. I see the teams are filed in, and they are ready to go. So, again, thank you for being here. If we didn't check a look at the info sheet, please do so. Coming before this game was the matchup between Russian team and Kazakhstan. Sergei Mahoney versus Evgeny and Diaz. Obviously, Team Russia came ahead there 24-8 in aggregate, winning their games 6-2, 5-4, 4-1, and 9-1 on PS4 and Xbox One, respectively. That was a matchup to watch, and I want to thank our commentary teams. A lot of commentary teams today. You can follow all the action on our website, of course, esports.iihf.com, or hit !info in the chat. And you can follow along there as well. Bring you all the coverage, the bracket, the scoring finals, and everything else that you need to know to stay up to date on who's going to the next round here in this Esports Fan Championship hosted by IIHF. I see that they're almost ready. We'll get underway here. I promise as soon as we go, we will be there. But in the meantime, you look at the bracket here, and the winner of the Great Britain-Finland match will take on Germany and Denmark. That is also two top-tier teams over there as well. So it'll be interesting. I've not ever covered this new format for me, at least, of playing on PS4 and then one game on Xbox One, then back to PS4, then back on Xbox One. It'll be fun to watch, keep up with that, and as one game ends, we will go into the next game, and this should be interesting, specifically because we know that a lot of players play on Xbox and also on PS4. So this gives everybody equal chance to put their true skills to the test and see who comes out victorious here this afternoon. I should mention this. It's probably important that if the scores somehow go to a tie at the end of the aggregate session, both consoles, both players on each team will spin up a game against each other, and the first team to score a goal in game time will be declared the winner and move on to the next round. So a lot on the line here. An interesting golden goal opportunity if it does go to a tie. I will keep score, and I will present that to you live on screen today. And we'll have that information for you so you can follow along too, because there's going to be some moving pieces to the puzzle here, and I cannot be more excited to be bringing this to you today. Again, Nick DeMeo here in the studio, bringing you the action in just a minute. I think we're ready to go as we finalize the... Yeah, it looks like we're finalizing what's going on there. So take a look at the preview again. Here's your matchup today that we're going to be starting with. Roda versus Martindale. And we'll be bringing you that action in just a minute as the team is getting that setting going and getting underway here in this round of 16. Action's going to be high-paced, I think. 1v1 does open up things, especially as Martindale did say. He alluded to that open us more possession game. That was Eki, rather. And I'll be curious to see if it's more of a possession game or more speed. That's going to be the question I have. And how the teams will adapt to each other as they move later into the series. So if, one game goes one way, what can the other teammates do to kind of bridge that gap and score some goals the other way? So it'll be fun to watch, a little bit of a chess match. And I'll be sure to call out and bring you some nuance to this as we continue. But it's 12 o'clock Eastern time on the nose, which means it is time for some hockey. Let's bring that to you right now, shall we? As you see on the screen there, some different selections from not what you normally see. Not the teams Great Britain versus Finland, but instead we have Canada versus Russia. So going up on your screen will be Canada. That's going to be Roda versus Martindale, playing Team Canada. As we begin play here in game one of this 4-game aggregate series. Puck on the left side now, broken up quickly by Roda and just throws it out. As we have our first icing of the game, just over 90 seconds in to the matchup here today. And again, the goal of picking a different team is every team gets to pick one team to use one time per series. So they can only pick this team this round. They can't pick Team Canada or Team Russia in the next round should they get to the next round. So like I said, that chess match here is going to be one to be watching and see who comes out on top here in the match. Shot on, quickly deflected away. And Stamkos for Team Canada, controlled by Martindale up to Doughty. Passes through but doesn't clear it. And it leaves the zone yet again. Bit of a feeling out process with this open ice as the pass makes its way up to the right side. Into the zone, quickly checked off of it by Martindale. And he'll control from the back for his team. Still tied up, quarter way to go in the first period. Out to the right side on your screen now. Martindale skating in, top of the circle. Hall with it, down low, shot on and saved. Martindale back up the point, back down low. Throwing it down low, but Crosby could not get over there in time. And Roda will take this team up the other way. Team Russia in red north on your screen. Quickly checked off the puck, though, at the circle, and they reset. Skating with it now, Ovechkin. What can Roda do with it? Backhand pass, finds nobody, but back at the low board. And up and inside, shot and saved. Not a lot of work there for the goaltender for Martindale. as they still have it in the zone. Back down low again, working around the net, and backhand chance off the glove and back around. Martindale with it now quickly clears the zone to prevent any more pressure from hitting his goaltender. Martindale now left circle, holding back up in front, top circle, back down low. Circling, can't find his way through on the pass. That just hits the skate of the man. And Roda able to slow things down for a second, regroup. Orlov up to Radulov left side. Skating with an in front chance. Kick saved away. Martindale again. The pressure is on there. That's two great chances almost back to back seemingly as he is rocked off the puck at the half board's right side. Now looking for that point, short up quickly. And the team escapes back to the blue line as they lose the puck. Possession going the other way quickly. The man in 92, 2-on-1 chance, backhand save. That was a great scoring opportunity. The pressure is still on though. Radulov for Roda, back down low. Saucer pass in front. And he can't find it. Shot back on. Second chance. Reflection is finally cleared. And the action's already picking up speed here in the first game as we come into a first penalty of the game. On a delayed penalty for Martindale. Roda still with it now. Gets the extra man advantage as they touch the puck. And that's going to be 2 minutes for tripping. And Martindale will be going on the penalty kill for the first time this series. I just saw the trip there. As they say, you can't do that. It's against the rules. Face off to the right of the goaltender for Martindale. Face off 7-1. As a crucial win there for Martindale, covered up by Carey Price himself. And they clear the zone, but not all the way down. Able to come back into the zone quickly. Roda. Back skate, Kucherov there. Wrist shot doesn't find its way. Shea Weber able to pick that up for Team Martindale, Team Canada. As he flips out and clears the zone, trying the long pass. I do like the long flip. Right side now working. Still time on the power play, about a minute to go. Skating in and does not find the net. Clears up high and doesn't connect. An unfortunate mistake there for Team Russia, controlled by Roda, but they're back on the attack again. Leading pass finds his way through, but checked off of it quickly was Kucherov. Martindale able to clear the zone, and that should do it for the first penalty of this game and this series. Great little kill there, keeping the play to the outside for the most part, except now we got a 2-on-1 back inside. Poked off of it on the wrister. Now going left side, Martindale. Checked off of it, still has it. 2-on-1, chance onto the pads of Vasilevsky. He's able to make the save. Still working on it though, Martindale. Half board back to point. Letang now, Marchand playing back and forth with it. Tic-tac-toe looking for the open man. Out to the other side point. Petrangelo with the deflection in front was Crosby. Big save there by Team Roda. 2-on-1, back the other way. Sprawling chance was the save. Carey Price looking stellar back on the other way. Pass in front, shot and covered up by Carey Price. Quick action here as we near the end of the first period. .5 seconds, to go in period one as the time runs down here in the first period. Shot, score! Who else but Roda from the circle? Vladimir Tarasenko puts Team Russia, of course, for Team Finland up 1-0 here at the end of the first period. And as they say, you do not want to give up a goal in the first or last minute of a period. Unfortunately, Martindale did so as they come into the zone. Quick shot on and covered up by Vasilevsky to end the period 1-0. As you see the shots there, Canada only 2. But Russia with 9. After all those shots, finally gets a goal and some redemption for the effort he put forward to get his team up ahead. Great period there, I think, by Team Russia, Team Finland, rather, as Roda controls that team. As the second period begins, and we'll see what Martindale can do. That penalty was a great momentum shift to kill it off, but it did not go for his favor, as now Roda is up 1-0 against him. But Roda quickly worked off the puck there. That was a nice big hit. But behind him, stick lift, beauty of a stick lift. That was a smart play to buy some time for his team as they were caught kind of skating forward there. as they quickly work back. Stamkos now, Team Canada. And Great Britain on the attack. Martindale sends one with a saucer pass, but finds the stick of Pavarov instead of his teammate. As he sends it up the board to himself, finding some room. Right side, worked off of it yet again. Back down the middle now. Martindale tries the lead pass up. Could not get there, though. And Ovechkin's going to take it back up the right side for Roda. And a lot of neutral zone play, entering the zone, but then closing off space, which is surprising to see, considering the more open ice we have in international play. But here we are, backwards skating. Does not get through. Bumped off of it, low circle, and we're back the other way. At the half boards now, 2 men meet, checked off of it. Who comes up with it? None other than Martindale. Back across now. And Roda takes it back for his team. Through his own zone, out to the other side, and through into their zone. Backhand shot, chance, score! Found his man, and Team Finland is up 2-0. Evgeny Malkin with the deflection. It looked like that was a pass in. It did find its way through the defender, and a little touch and go, as they say, puts the team up 2-0 here in the second period. An aggressive stance face-off win pushed away, but won by Martindale instead. As the two meet at the line, and Kuznetsov fighting for it, does so. Big stick lift action happening there. Coming up with that is Martindale, the reset for his team for another chance. Sagan in. Back in front, more stick lift action, and that neutral zone play across the blue line with some buffer was working again for both teams. Back in front, one-time chance off Pietrangelo. That deflects wide. Dangerous in front here. And Martindale able to clear left side. Sauce's pass, found himself in front, chance, and I don't know if he meant to do that, but that was unfortunate turn of events for Martindale as he quickly and smartly breaks up the play. Going back the other way on a 2-on-1. Now he's in front, shot, wrist shot. That was a blocker save by Vasilevsky, easy work. Back down low now, right circle. In front now, Braden Point, and no. Roda taking it down for his team. Team Finland up. I obviously had it backwards there, my mistake. Team Finland up 2-0 so far. And the shot goes in. 3-0 Finland now. Now it's reverse number 2. Sorry about the scoreboard there, guys. We'll get that fixed here shortly. As the play's up the left side now, Roda. In front chance, worked away quickly. Martindale's got to go to work here to get one back as he trails 3-0 here in the first game. Roda back up left side for his team now. In front chance, Tarasenko score! The one-handed deke goes to work again. And Team Finland is up courtesy of Roda 4-0. It's a great chance there. Found his man on the pass and a lot of pressure to get that pass off. Does so and successfully puts the goal home. And that's what really counts in 1v1, is finding their way into the net. If you can capitalize on the opportunities you get, you're going to be okay. But there's a response by Great Britain. Martindale closing that lead with a great wrist shot from point blank range. Puts it up past the glove of Vasilevsky. And now it's 4-1 Finland. As Martindale goes to work again, right circle, back down low. 2 men meet him. He still has it. In front chance, poked away. Now back to the point, though. Still working with it. Pressure is on. Roda steps in. Martindale still has it. Back down to point, controlling Pietrangelo. Stamkos couldn't find it. Now it's up to Ovechkin on the left side. Saucer pass does not get away across. And Martindale back in the zone. 2-on-1 chance, possibly. Nope, broken away. Good defense there. Roda able to control his man and not bite on that chance. Poked in, sauced in front. That was a great saucer pass. But it did not go home for Roda. And Martindale's back on it. 6 seconds to go. One last chance. Marchand in front. Backhand save by Vasilevsky, 2.2 seconds. Face-off now comes to the right of Vasilevsky. And one back, smart win. And that'll do it for period number 2 here in game number 1 between Finland and Great Britain. That was a great match so far. A lot of action there in the second period for sure. 2 great one-handed dekes, very similar for Roda to put his team up 4-1. And as a gentle reminder, this is an aggregate game, of course, so the scores may add together, and the winner will be the most goals scored by one side across these 4 games. As we start the third period here. Face-off one back, Martindale. Sends it in front. Now working Stamkos, checked off of it quickly, though. A big check, though. Stamkos moved off the puck. Ovechkin in front. Wrist shot blocked away. Doughty now for Martindale. Finds nobody but Datsuk, and the slap shot moves away. Great defense to block that shot. That looked like a definite goal. Slow pass up. Finds his way through Crosby. In front chance. Second chance. Vasilevsky throws it out. And Roda moves up for his team. Leads it in front to himself. The windmill deke does successfully work in one weird way or another, and it did so there. Datsuk now middle, one-time chance. Ovechkin blocked off. Now up Crosby for Martindale. Finds Pavarov. Crosby not accurate with his passes today so far. As they move back with it, Roda now in front. Chance, score! Tarasenko! And if my numbers show true, that's his 3rd goal of the game, a hat trick for Tarasenko. His team Finland is up 5-1 right now in this game. Shot on and moved away. And that saucer pass finds the defense for Martindale as he needs to move quickly to get some goals on the board before the game ends. Taylor Hall now left circle in front point. Shot in. Vasilevsky, though, clear as day, sees the puck. He's able to scoop it up for a whistle. 13:05 to go in the third period. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Tie up one quickly by Roda and his right winger Kuznetsov. They're in 2-on-1 now. Pietrangelo steps in and rocks him. Puck still there though. Radulov circling in front now, back in front and out to the right side. One-time shot goes wide. And Martindale throws it across the board smartly and leads his man. Great lead there. Pass in front, diving in front was Roda to break it up with Sergachev. And he keeps his team ahead by 4. Quickly going back to work, sidesteps in and tries to go back out. Chops it away and finds it in front. Kuznetsov now in front. Radulov does not find his man. Quick passing here by Roda now here in the third period. Under 10 minutes to go. Sticklift cancels that pass to send it along the boards. Martindale will take it for his team. Drew for Martindale. Backhand chance front. Wrist shot save. As that backhand pass did find his man with a lot of traffic in front though. And number 88 himself able to keep the puck in front of his red line for the whistle. Face off one back now. Roda in control. A lot of room up the right side. But again, that kind of pseudo-neutral zone trap is working, but splitting the defense occasionally is Roda. As you see it again, got a breakaway chance. Martindale on it. Tries the one-handed deke, but smart move by Martindale to close the gap quickly to keep his team only down by 4 so far here later into the third period with some work ahead, and he does. Tavares now for Martindale right side. Moved out of the zone and they'll have to reset. And he does so with Doughty. Inside now. Still has it. Almost the wrist shot. Holding now. And moved off of it with the stick lift and the subsequent bump is Roda. Pass up now, point O'Reilly for Martindale. With some room, 3:30 to go. Tries to go the way to the middle. That middle attempt is working not so well for Martindale so far. We'll have to see if he makes an adjustment in the second game as the deke there. I do like the through the leg shot attempt. Almost threw off the goalie. Carey Price, though, being Carey Price, did not find its way to the back of the cage. 90 seconds remain in this first bout here tonight. Batch and match make bout and match. Words are sometimes hard, but nevertheless to the point. Holding now, trying one more goal, and an errant pass goes 100 feet back the other way. Wide vistas now seem like small crevices for Martindale as his team faces an uphill battle as a sidestep there, and another one, and no shot on, though. Good defense by Martindale. Roda now back working with it. Look at the stick skill here. Holding at the line. Now moving in front. Circle. Pannering. Back out point Pavarov. 30 seconds. Trying to find another goal, and Carey Price does see that one. And he throws it out quickly. 20 seconds now. Left side Martindale in with speed. In front, chance, save! I don't know how he made that save. That should have been a goal, but that is a great save by Vasilevsky. Roda on the counterattack quickly now working. Poked off of it, stick lift off of it, and that might do it for the game here. A quick chance, last-ditch effort, and offside, 3.1 seconds to go. Face-off now is pretty much just a customary end of the game, as Finland does take this game 5-1 against Team Great Britain. The Sixes player defeated here in the first game, however. As we go back into the studio here, welcome back. We're joining with you here now. Nick DeMeo, F5 Penguin, back in the studio live with you as we end that first game 5-1 in favor of Team Finland. Obviously, we have another matchup coming to you shortly. We will be bringing you that matchup, Eki versus Shawn, in just a few moments. We will be right back. You are watching 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship live here on Twitch. Do not go anywhere. We will be back in just a moment. Take it. Continued 2020 IIHF coverage, bringing it to you live here with the Esports Fan Championship. Game 1 in the books. I am Nick DeMeo, aka F5 Penguin, back with you for game number 2. Here in the matchup this afternoon or this evening, wherever you may be watching, between Team Finland and Team Great Britain. As we take a look at the matchup here for the preview coming your way here in just a second, the 2018 Gaming World Championship champion Eki takes on Shawn for Team Great Britain. And this is going to be a matchup on Xbox as Team Finland is already up 5 goals to 1 as we aggregate the scores here. And we'll have to see what Shawn can do. Shawn, maybe not a much well-known player here in the league, but nevertheless here to take on arguably one of the best players ever in 1v1 in Eki himself. As we take a look at the overview right now of the game as we're ready to go in just a moment here. As you can see, Team Finland takes on Great Britain 5 goals to 1. These scores will be added up together. The winner will be who comes out with the most goals after 4 games. So teams will be readying up in about 5 minutes. And we'll be underway here in just a moment as we continue coverage here. Game number 2 of this 4-game series here this afternoon between Finland and Great Britain. Glad to be here. Glad you are there. Thanks for making some time today to join us here on the coverage. I'm honored to be here. And I'm very thankful for the IIHF to give me this opportunity to call some games. Hope you enjoyed game 1 so far. As we look ahead to game number 2, this time on Xbox. And it was interesting because Eki said pretty simple, as I mentioned in the pregame, I'm just here because there's not a lot of Finnish players on the Xbox. And I love that about him. He said, okay, I'll grab an Xbox. I'll make this happen and let's go. And he is, and he's here. So we'll have to see how that holds up and if there's a transition for him going from Xbox or PlayStation to Xbox rather. We'll have to see how that shakes out as we look behind here to what just occurred in game number 1 between Martindale and Roda. Not a person here who's watched a lot of Roda matches. I can't say that I have, but nevertheless, a great performance, a natural hat trick, I do believe, for Tarasenko for Team Finland to go ahead 5-1. The 2 one-handed dekes were pretty interesting to watch. And last, that wrist shot goal. That was a great performance, scoring all types of ways for Team Finland was Roda. And now we'll have to see what Eki can do here. And what, more importantly, Shawn can do to close that lead. So right now, they're down 4 goals, right? So we have to look at how that weighs out and what Shawn needs to do. You can't really sit back now, right? So you have to go on the offensive. You can't keep things 0-0 because then you end up the game 5-1 still. You're still down 4 goals. So Shawn's going to have to get on the offensive quickly. He's going to have to respond, and he's going to have to score goals ad nauseum. Get out to a 5-goal lead early in the first period might be a good thing for Team Great Britain. Nevertheless, though, the fight is on. The fight is real, and they're going to be putting up a fight and seeing what they can do. Shawn, I'm rooting for you. Eki, I'm rooting for you. Best of luck to both of you as we cover this game here in just a moment. As we take a look again at the matchup here, the preview. Eki versus Shawn. If you're looking for the Finnish coverage, we have that on our sister channel. You can check that out as well by !info or !SUINOR. So we do have that as well. You can check that out too. So getting underway here in just about a minute. Bringing you the coverage live here in more 1v1 action. As I will say, it was an interesting choice for Team Finland to come out in the round of 16 to choose Russia as the team of choice for the first round. A lot of talent on the team, obviously. A lot of skilled players. Team Canada on the other side. Didn't hold up so far to what Roda was able to do on the ice. Now, the interesting thing, a lot of people are asking, why are we playing with other teams that are not the teams that are the country's teams? Well, I don't think it would be fair for Finland. Not that what I think matters, but not that it would not necessarily be fair for Great Britain to team up against Finland. That matchup just would not be level. We're relying on the skill stick of the players, more importantly than the teams themselves. So every country can pick a team one time in the first 3 rounds of the match through the playoffs. And this tournament, then in the finals, you can pick any other team that you want. So like I said, that chess match, that back and forth, the ping pong, the feeling each other out, what team are you going to go with? That's really the question mark here. Obviously, these two teams have decided which ones they're going to go with, and the teams are now ready. So let's bring you the action right now, shall we? Canada versus Russia. As we have that for you here. Not getting any game sound, though, so we'll work on that here in just a second. As the puck is won, going south on your screen right now. Let me bring... Oh, sorry about that. Let me bring this back to you. And there we go. And we have that right for you too there. There we go. Play is underway, going north on your screen. Team Canada going south on your screen. Russia. As the puck is won up the left side now. Team Canada going to work, represented by none other than Shawn for Team Great Britain. And Russia obviously controlled by Eki for Team Finland. Back out to the point now. Left side working. Back down. Point working. Back around. Good passing so far by Shawn. Keeping Eki at bay. Sauces one in the middle, though. Pavarov able to pick that back up, and Eki takes it back for his team. Moving with it now in front. Kovalchuk score! And that's the first goal for Team Finland. Now up 6-1 in the aggregate. As you saw that saucer pass, and that's a quick goal. And we may switch here in just a moment to the other matchup here to get you some game sound. I'll be doing that here in just a moment for you. I do apologize for that. Not to flip things on you now, but Eki will be going north on your screen in the red jerseys. Let's flip it just a little bit, shall we? And we do, and we're here. Puck now won by Eki, working left side. And I feel much more normal and much less apprehensive and nervous when there is game sound in my headset. So we're here. Tries to bump Eki off the puck, and skill stick there may apply because Eki was able to hold on to it, but regrouping now is Shawn, who's got a lot to work on as he's down 5 goals in the aggregate. But he's able to work the puck away, and that back out on the attack now is Shawn, but not too far before Eki controlling Gusev. It's a Gusev day here as he moves up with the puck. Bank pass off the boards, finds his man successfully, and back in the middle now, the centerman working with it. Right circle now holding. Controlling it around, looking for the middle, can't find it, back half boards and down low again. A lot of patience by Eki here, working. Back in front. Left circle out, right point, right top circle. In the front, middle chance. Shawn able to poke it away. And that's offside. A lot of patience by Eki, but more importantly, a lot of control by Shawn to keep the play in front, not bite, not get baited into giving up more goals just from mistakes, because Eki will capitalize on those mistakes for sure. As he has the puck in now, tries the through the leg shot, and then tries to poke it clear, but could not do so as Shawn enters the zone with the puck, but not for long. Closing space, one of the keys that Cam mentioned in the pregame. Eki now with it. Pass in front. Does not find its intended target, but he's back with it. Controlling the puck now slowly but certainly. Almost surgical and methodical. Back out point. Dangerous chance there, but able to still control it. As he's got it now, pass back down left side. See what he does with it, working it around the boards now. Poked off of it, Shawn moving quickly. The stick lift does not find success. And Shawn has it for his team, Great Britain. As we go back the other way with Eki. Eki now, middle. A lot of traffic in front. Still with it though and holding. Left side point. And working it up the left side. Half board in front, slot chin. No, Shawn closing in the circle, shutting down the play yet again. As he's got some room now, breakaway in, backhand chance, forehand, score! Shawn with the goal, and he ties up the game, 1-1. That was a great forward-looking pass from Shawn to get behind the defensive Eki, who was stepping up. He's able to put one home for his team and tie the game. You look at the replay here. I thought he was going to go backhand and just try to beat the checker, but nope, he pulls it back forehand, beats Vasilevsky glove high. And you can see there, maybe a bit more confidence for Shawn, stepping into his role and controlling play. We'll see how Eki responds, and if Shawn can keep up the momentum to get his team ahead. As Eki moves now with it. Left circle now holding, moving to the dot. Back out point. Ovechkin in front, Datsuk. In space, almost the wrist shot, now has it again. Shot almost goes through, but goes wide instead past Carey Price's blocker side. 5 seconds to go. Last chance effort, but he's going to pull back. Smart move. I can't be mad at that. And that's going to do it for the first period. Whoa, as Big Shawn would say. 1-1 here at the end of one. But the aggregate score now 6-1. Or 6-2 rather, apologies. As we look at the replays from the last two goals we just saw, it's interesting to see what's going to take place next. And not a lot of time for either team to respond or keep the momentum going here late in the first period. Nevertheless, we are here. Period number 2 for these teams. And we'll have to see what happens with Eki, former world champion, against Shawn, who has so far impressed me in the coverage here today in one period. 20 minutes. We are tied as we see a change here. Eki, is he making a change to his skill stick? No. Looking at the inside. I love the inside look into what these top class players like to do. But here we are back on the international ice. Face-off one, backhand by Eki. As he throws it up for Ovechkin. And he has it again, left circle, or left board rather. McDavid now controlling for Shawn. Over to Doughty. As they move up, now Crosby. Spins, but Eki able to keep his check and pokes the puck free. And they reset now, going up the one side, left side, 2-on-1 chance. Big quick pass, one-time effort, denied by Shawn. Eki still with it though. Kucherov now holding, and I like the patience, trying to bait the goalie to make a save. And that was an interesting play. As the puck comes back into the end now, Eki still with it. In front, trying to out-dodge Carey Price. The pass does not find its intended target over at the right point, but Eki still with it and takes it back for his team, but intercepted now by Marchand for Shawn. Team Great Britain on the attack. Moving in front, wrist shot goes over the head of Vasilevsky. Panarin now for Eki and his team Finland. One-time shot, score! Back to Panarin. It's 2-1 for Team Finland in Game 2. As Eki makes the tic-tac pass and puts one home for his team, takes the 1-goal lead. Going to quick work now and covered up by Carey Price for Shawn. Face off to the right of Carey Price. 12:46 to go in the second period of this second game of this 4-game aggregate. And Eki going to work again. Point in front, poked away. And the neutral zone play back at work. Now with room. Forehand shot, score! Radulov! And now it's 3-1 for Eki here in Game 2. As that was just a quick pass from a transition to get Eki the chance for the goal. And he puts it home with authority. As now it might be slipping away from Shawn. We'll see how he responds. As Eki responded with a lot of offense after that goal given up late in the first period. The one-time chance denied by Seguin as he's back up. Looking to get the puck. Can he do it? And he does not with the stick lift and the poke. Both failed. As Burns sends it around for Shawn. Up to Keith and Huberdeau. Errant pass now across the ice. Malkin working the other way. Backhand through front. Chance, no! Denied Carey Price. Kuznetsov working left side with his teammates. Panarin in front. Eki spins her around. Great spin. Kuznetsov scores with the backhand. Over the sprawling Carey Price. And it's 4-1 for Team Finland here in Game 2. As you look at the pass, I can't even be mad at that. That's a great pass and a great goal by Eki. Eki putting on some moves here midway through this game. Shawn moves around now. Giroux in front, middle. Trying to just collapsing everybody was Eki, but also collapsing everybody in front of the net was Shawn. The defense getting active here in the middle of this game. As Radulov's bumped off of it, still recovers though. Now has lots of room in front. Wrist shot, score! It's Radulov! As we do have an update in chat, courtesy of Esdor, Norway up 7-5 in total against Switzerland currently. It is 5-1 in this game here today with Radulov with 2 back-to-back goals. 2 goals here in the game so far. As it works up the right side now, Shawn just has no room. Eki all over him, bumping him off with the back check from Ovechkin. Great work, Ovechkin, Kucherov, Datsuk, Ovechkin, score! Eki again. And this does not look promising for Team Great Britain so far. As an almost tiki-taki Spanish-like soccer approach to the passing on that stint was Eki. Ovechkin nets his first one of the game, but definitely a factor in all 6 so far here in this match. Shawn working up the right side now. Poked off of it quickly and working back in, but Shawn still in the game and trying to get something going for his team. What can they do? Big passing in front, a one-time chance score. Anisimov with the goal. And now Eki is up 7-1. And Shawn gets a chance in front there. Unfortunately, does not go home. Still with it, though. Controlling it, Crosby. Poked away by Sergachev. Great defensive work by Eki. With speed now, leading his man with a self-pass to himself up the right side because redundancy matters. Pass to himself by himself. As the period winds down, 8 seconds to go. Shawn, one more chance out. Point Keith. McDavid in and could not find it. A chance on net. And that's going to do it for the second period of this game. Aggregate 12-2 so far. And this could be running away from Team Great Britain pretty quickly here in this game. But there's still hockey to play, folks. And we will have to see what Team Great Britain has up their sleeve in this last period so far here in this game. As you see the shots there, 11-3. Eki netting 7 of 11 chances on net so far with amazing time on attack. As we bring you continued coverage of this 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship. The third period now underway. Ovechkin now, and the one-time chance from the backhand pass over to his teammate. Meets Kucherov now, and Ovechkin couldn't get the shot off. Shawn for his team. Great Britain just trying to slow the bleeding at this point with Pavarov. Now up Eki Ovechkin. Pass and take a hit to make a play. Coach Kucherov in front, and he's rocked too. And Kovalchuk will take that back for his team. Datsuk up now, Kucherov. Datsuk. Back and forth they go with it. And that quick passing from Eki is what's benefited him. About 6 of the 7 goals scored so far here this game. And he's still working with it. Shawn trying to knock the puck off of him. Can't do so far. Eki still controlling the puck in front. One-time chance. And Ovechkin puts it home. As it's now quickly running away from Team Great Britain if it has not done so already. Great patience by Eki. And you can see why Eki is number 1, arguably, in the entire game. Former world champion for good reason. As it's now 13-2 on the aggregate here in this game. 8-1 in game 2. Nevertheless, these teams play for pride, and these men do have a lot to play for. Shawn now going to work. One-time feed from the point. Finds Marchand. Stamkos, and he scores! Is there life in Great Britain? The British are coming. As Team Great Britain nets one more goal, adding to the tally. It's 13-3 in the aggregate. And could this be the comeback? (12 minutes to go, or 13 to go in the third period here. As Eki now goes back to work on the offense for his team. Stolen away, though. High point at Chen. And this is a breakaway 2-on-1 chance. Poke checked away by Vasilevsky. Eki with it again. Finding some room in front. Circling now at high point center. Now at the right circle. Meets at the half boards. 2 men on him, and he still finds room. Spinning now. Look at the stick work from Eki down low. Just trying to bait his man out of the way. And Shawn just steps in. Smart play by Shawn. But now his man's out of position. As Eki has it. Shot does not go through, though. Now Shawn with it with speed. Almost slipped past both defenders there. Smart move by Shawn. And that errant pass will find its way to an icing. Not many icings we've seen so far here in this game. 8:58 to go in the third period. Eki with another face-off win. Sergachev up with it to Anisimov. Now Radulov. Up right side. Burns intercepts, though. And he takes it for his team. O'Reilly in with speed now. Holding. And the full collapse by Eki in front. Bumped off of it. Sagan still with it. No. Eki will take it out with his team. 7 to go here in the third period. Quick saucer pass. Tries to find a way up the man. And now back the other way. Here comes Shawn. And kick save by Vasilevsky. A couple of great chances so far by Shawn here in this game. Unfortunately, he's not been able to bury many of those chances with as little as he's had in the game to wit. 3/4 of the way down in the third period. Winding down here this game. As the shot's on, Harry Price bumps that away. And Shawn will send it up the boards and out to the center. Now Hall controlling with it. Could it be a quick chance? No. Poked away. Sergachev up to Orlov. Now Tarasenko back the other way for Eki. As he finds his man to Anisimov. The windmill deke does not connect, though. And Shawn's back on the attack. Met with speed, though, at the blue line. And that's the closing speed of Eki that you look for. And now he's back with it. Right circle meets nobody. 2 minutes to go in the third period. McKinnon now for Shawn. Shot on. Blockered away by Vasilevsky. Second chance in. And that one also saved. Not a lot of big opportunities for Shawn, unfortunately, in the game for him in game number 2 of this 4-game aggregate. 1 minute to go in the third period. 8-2 Team Finland so far in this game. Could there be one more, though, for Shawn? As the puck's still in the zone, but he leaves quickly, and the team must regroup. Spins around one man, finds the second one with Stamkos, sidesteps him. And he lays it off now to Riley. Shawn now. Stamkos gets checked off of it, though. Quick stick work from Eki. And he's back on the attack. And it almost bounces off of Doughty and into the net. Thankfully, Shawn able to recover and not let that happen. As he's in with it, saucer pass does find Stamkos at the left board. But these quick little bumps are effective for Eki so far this game. 10 seconds to go. Could there be one more goal? Datsuk wrist shot. Marchand says no. And that's going to do it for game 2. Eki takes this one 8-2. On aggregate, Team Great Britain trails Team Finland 13-3. As you look at the replays here, this is Eki doing what Eki does, unfortunately. Nevertheless, though, there are still 2 games to be played. And if anything that the Tampa Bay Lightning has taught me in the last playoffs from last year, it's that even the best teams can lose 4 games in a row to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Some may argue, with the talent that Eki and Roda both contain, that they might be a force to be reckoned with. However, there is still hope for Martindale and Shawn. 2 games remaining, 6 more periods. The difference is 10 goals. As we get you back here in the studio, Nick DeMeo, F5 Penguin, alongside you for this broadcast and coverage here today. Not the best showing in that match for, unfortunately, Team Great Britain. However, there, like I said, 2 games remain, and we will be bringing you that action here in just a moment. You are watching live coverage of the 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship. We will be right back. Do not go anywhere. Games 3 and 4 coming right at you shortly. The 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship continues here live on Twitch. I'm Nick DeMeo, aka F5 Penguin, here with you on the coverage. Happy to be here. Glad you're there as we get into some more coverage here for you. Game number 3 underway here shortly here in this contest. And as we take a look at the aggregate score and what we last saw Roda and Martindale face off in, you can see there's a lot of work ahead for Team Great Britain over these next 2 matchups. We'll have to see what they can do. And we'll have to see if Martindale can close the gap. he had a great performance about a good portion of that game in game number 1. Unfortunately, the chances didn't go his way, and the goals also did not match up. Roda went to town quickly and made a lot of great scoring opportunities, lead to goals there in that matchup. And as you can see, 13-3. The aggregate 5-1 was the last result. As we'll be getting underway here in just a couple of minutes, I want to thank you guys for joining us. If you want more information about the other streams here today, we got some great people calling some amazing matchups. We have No Sleeves, we have Drew Goldfarb, and we have the amazingly decorated, storied, and quite frankly, an amazing, talented person in Arda, bringing you coverage today, tomorrow, and beyond into the remainder of this championship tournament. So we hope you can catch all of the coverage right here on IIHF Hockey's Twitch page or on our sister page over at NGL Gaming. So that being said, I believe the teams are ready to go, and they're bringing us the matchup here in just a second. I want to thank you for joining us here in this coverage. Still a lot of hockey to play, and like I said, I've seen crazier things happen. I have seen it. I don't know if we'll see it here today, but we will have to see if they can respond and what Martindale can do here in game number 3. The second game for him, and as I said, the aggregate score will go on to the next round to face the winner of the matchup between, and I have that here for you, Germany and Denmark. And that should also be a pretty good matchup. So we're getting started here in just a couple of seconds, and we'll be curious. Does Martindale come out swinging? I think he has to. If you're, if you're in the position of his team right now, you kind of have to jump on the opportunity to score as quick as possible. As we do have coverage here for you today, game number 3 underway. Team Russia controlled by Team Finland. Team Canada for Team Great Britain. Will the speed of the Canadians come to play here? As Roda starts with the puck now. And if you're Martindale, you just have to go on the attack. Throw everything you can at the net and play like this is the third period down by 5. You got to pick up some goals quickly and get ahead. Roda now pass in front. Burns able to take it for his team. Up to Stamkos now. Martindale controlling the puck and trying to enter the zone and does so. Pass off the boards, bank pass to Burns, back down low, saucer pass in front. Deflects off a stick though, and does not find its way to the net or the goaltender. The quick start to the first period of this game is underway. Attempted pass by Kucherov to the point there. But Martindale able to take it, tries the windmill deke. Stamkos still with it now, bumped off of it. Quick line changes. You'll probably see a lot of those here as they keep their men fresh. The lead pass denied and thrown out by Carey Price. Unfortunately, Roda able to pick it up. Trying to tuck one in short side on the wraparound chance in front. That one-timer was open, but the pass did not find his man. Can Orlov catch Martindale now? Going on the left side. Coming up with it. 3 men down low fighting for the puck. Martindale still with it now. Bergeron going after it for his team. Great Britain still on the attack. Rich slap shot in. And finds the stick of Rotadi's defenseman. A lot of control there. A little bit of a baiting attempt by Rodady, and I'm not really mad at it, as I'd buy time too if I could, being up ahead by 10 goals here in the aggregate. Halfway through the first period, nearing. As Rodady down low now, working with the puck, trying to fight it, and Martindale takes it quickly. Back up left side. And finds a defenseman, that's Orlov, for Rotady. As 2 men get checked hard off the puck. And fighting with it in the middle, right in the slot, was Martindale, as we have our first offside of the game with 11 minutes being played thus far. 9:02 to go in the first period. Face off now. Push win, one backwards to Martindale as he's on the attack. Checked off of it and does not, he does recover. Puck in the middle. That's Giroux now. Tries the stick lift. And he could not get the wrist shot off. As a self pass from Letang. Off the back of the cage now. And you'd think Martindale just needs to slow things down and get control of the puck, but they've got to go on the attack here and get some goals. There's a nice pass in front. Second chance shot there. I like it. But Vasilevsky able to make the save. The one-time chance short pass to McKinnon denied as well. Pietrangelo now. Out to McKinnon, right boards. And poked away, now a breakaway. Roda, backhand, forehand, poke checked free. Smart defensive play. Able to get back quickly was Martindale. And that was dangerous. You do not want to give up one more goal here in this game at all, if you can. As we near the end of the third period. Martindale, I like it. Pass in front, chance, save, denied. Vasilevsky, second chance, save. As when Team Great Britain's able to get some chances, unfortunately, they are not beating the goaltender for Team Finland. Vasilevsky is a good choice to pick for a goaltender. As a couple of passes go back and forth and end up onto the stick of Roda. But making quick work of it now is Martindale on the attack again. 10 seconds to go. Last chance effort. Can one come in? Bergeron, midpoint. Center point now. Weber, shot in, clear as day again. 0.4 seconds. I don't think a shot will come across on this faceoff. And that should do it for the first period. As I do believe we're scoreless and will remain that way for the first time in this aggregate series. 0-0 your score line for the game. 13-3 in favor of Team Finland. As we jump right back into the action, wasting no time at all. Period number 2 underway in game number 3. For those keeping math at home, that is 12 regulation periods that will be played. We have finished 7. And that is my Doc Emmerich stack for the day. You're welcome. Play now by Martindale. Quick work through the neutral zone. I like it. He tries the deke inside. Kucherov meets him there at the top of the dot, but he still has it. Flips it across to Doughty. Shot in, second chance, score! Put one on the board for Team Great Britain. As they lead the game 1-0 and have closed the lead now down to just 9 in the aggregate. Face-off one back to Roda. How will he respond now? His defenseman taking the offense now. Sergei working with it. One-time feed to Malkin denied. Great stick work there by Martindale to keep that puck at bay because that was going home. And again, as a reminder, teams pick other teams to keep the skill of the player as the point of the focus of this tournament series, not the skill of the team. As we have a breakaway here, Roda now Panarin, backhand chance, score! Martindale did try to take control of the goalie, but unfortunately, it did not work. And with the help of Panarin and Team Canada, Finland now ties the game and regains a 10-goal lead in the aggregate. As Martindale's on the move, working around a circle, tries to go to the other circle. The transition failed there. It's a flip up to himself. Kuznetsov now backhand, forehand chance. Good little deke there. Make the first move. Conway, he did. And Carey Price made the save. 2-on-1 chance could be developing. It does. Wrist shot on. Sprawling Vasilevsky, though, makes the save. And a second chance effort here. Letang steps in. Pass out to Hall right side. Martindale now looks like he might be buzzing here. Bergeron in the middle does not get the shot off. Deflection in front. McDavid out to the left board. Out to point now. Pietrangelo working back in. Another step in, and Gusev takes the puck. As the teams change lines, we got another potential breakaway. Kick save by Carey Price. Martindale now going to work. Back around the other way. Crosses in front of the net. Wrist shot on. But Vasilevsky just knocks that away almost effortlessly. The attempted pass off the pads of the goalie deflects out to the glass across the boards. And Martindale now has it. In front, one-time chance. Goes way wide, and we might have an injured player there on Team Great Britain. Roda now has it. In front, chance, save. Carey Price, stick lift, back and forth now. Weber up to Tavares. Martindale with speed now, but the poke check from Roda stops that effort from developing into anything substantial for Team Great Britain. As we go back the other way with 6:30 to go in the second period, wrist shot on, knocks the Gatorade off the net. And that's the 15th goal in this series for Team Finland. None other than Pavel Datsyuk. As we look at the goal there, he rips it glove side, beats him high. And my pun for the day will be that's some really Gouda cheese. Face-off backhand won by back to Sergachev, up to Orlov. Orlov now still has it, out to Datsyuk, who's at the point, as the men switch, and Tavares forces Roda to regroup. Back on the attack now, Martindale worked off of it at the top of the right circle, and it finds its way past the red line, past the goaltender, Vasilevsky for Team Canada, controlled by Finland as they're going to the offense. Three men meet at the blue line there on the right side, and they're still working with the stick lift efforts. Doughty now with room. Got a little bit of speed. Wrist shot in. Second chance, though, looking for the rebound and does not get one. Now right circle. Marchand in front. Wrist shot saved by Vasilevsky. And Roda going back to work. Couple of line changes there. He's got speed. He's got room. Closing in, though. Staying right with him is Martindale. In front, though, the saucer pass. Not so much errant as it was a smart play to break it up. And here we go, 10 seconds to go. In front. Chance, and it scores. It goes in off of the back of the pads of Carey Price. And Finland could be running away with this thing now, if it wasn't already decided. It is 16-4 in the aggregate at the end of 8 periods played so far in the series. And the men just getting into the game. The 9th period will be underway. Period number 3 of game number 3. I want to thank you for sticking with us in this aggregate series so far in the round of 16. The winner of this matchup, as mentioned before, will go on to face the winner of Germany and Denmark. As Carey Price throws that out. Martindale throwing it up the left side. Now center, now back to left side. Crosby in front. And he's tripped. That's going to be the first penalty of the game. And Martindale has an opportunity to get a goal here. Faceoff will be to the right of Vasilevsky. Switching hands, Martindale does not win the faceoff. Crucial win now for Roda, as he does clear the zone through a pass from Sergachev to his teammate. Giroux takes it away, though, and Martindale goes back with it. 3-on-3 developing now, no. And the pass does not find anybody, and we got some room back the other way. Here comes Roda. And it goes off the post. Carey Price throws it out, though. And here comes Martindale back the other way. As it's chopped into the zone. Smart little chop. You don't see those too many. Not too often here in 1v1 play. Ovechkin now for Roda. circling with it, protecting the puck. 4 men can't get the puck off of him. The one-time shot ripped out of the sky by Carey Price. .50 to go here in the third period. Team Finland up by a dozen. As Martindale comes in with speed and he stops up short. Smart little move. Second chance effort is behind Vasilevsky. And he throws it out. That was one of the best chances we've seen from Team Great Britain so far today. Wrist shot saved by Carey Price. Datsuk with a second effort from the throw out. And a mistake was made. And they are going to capitalize on those mistakes. As Datsuk gets his second of the game. And he put that one home with authority. As it's 4-1 Russia. 4-1 Team Finland here in this third game of 4. Martindale steps in, but has moved off the puck quickly. Right side now, working in front, has room, quickly closed in though, but still with it. Crosby now back in front, Stamkos save! And now back the other way, but unfortunately Martindale couldn't capitalize. Letang steps in with a check and now has it. Tries to spin off the right circle and couldn't do so. Back in the neutral zone, fighting for the puck. Possession is 9/10 of the law and 9/10 of this game. Centering pass. I like the sauce effort. 2 men down. That was Stamkos and Letang. Unfortunately, it found the stick of the man in the red jersey, who is currently leading this game by 3. As O'Reilly comes his way into the zone for Martindale and his team, Great Britain, still fighting for a couple of goals here in this game. Roda moves it up, but it doesn't make it far past the blue line of their offensive zone, and Martindale's back with it. 8:30 to go in the third period. And that's a trip on Martindale, and Team Finland will go on the power play here. Face off to the left of Carey Price. Martindale jumps. That's going to be won by Roda. Tries the back pass. Ovechkin does find it off the boards as he circles. Centering pass. Kucherov goes wide. And again, that time deflected and goes wide. Above the head of Carey Price. Third one goes wide. And the sticks there for Roda are not working on the net as he tries to flip it out was Martindale. And another penalty underway. This could be dangerous. This is a 5-on-3 for about a minute. And let's look at the offensive firepower that is Roda for his team Finland. Shot in, kick save. Now working right circle, small saucer pass with room. Datsuk, but poked away Carey Price. Martindale holding, trying to clear the zone, clearing some time. Does so. Crosby now enters the zone. On the attack now. Quick little move, shot in front. I like the second chance. Rebound was saved, though. As the game series might be running away, but we're scoring again from the dot on the right side. Mark another one for Team Finland. As at this point, it might be all over. But we have 5 minutes to go here in the third period of this game number 3. Aggregate score 18-4 as Martindale is on the attack. To the point now, Doughty. Dropping way low to the red line. And back up Taylor Hall, left circle, top. Spins, moves, finds Doughty and checked off the puck there. Radulov now with it, Kuznetsov. Gets through the zone, but not for long, as Martindale takes it back on the attack. Couple of pokes, knock the puck free over to Gusev, and Roda goes back out. Has the puck. 2 minutes to go in the third period. 5-1 is your scoreline. Shot saved away by Carey Price. Martindale tosses it up the boards, finds it about 60 feet up the way with speed on the left side. It's been a strong suit for Martindale all game. Unfortunately, has not led to many scoring opportunities or goals. And that's a backhand, and that's a score. And that's Roda going to work on the one-on-one. Dadanov with the goal. As we are under 1 minute to play here in the third period of game number 3. Quick jump. Martindale wins the puck, though. And tries the short side wrister. Does not connect into the goal. Still has it, though. Working into the high point. Out left side now. Back down low. Back to point. And he's just reamed off the puck. And good defensive work still in the game, still playing for pride is Martindale. And I have to tip my hat to him. This series has not gone his way so far. As he's in front with a chance, Vasilevsky drops down the butterfly, makes the save, and bumps the puck away. Here comes Roda D. And that should do it for the game. Chopped away, probably in frustration. And that's going to do it. 6-1 is your final scoreline for the game. 19-4 in your aggregate. An unfortunate loss there for Team Great Britain in the third game, where they've now lost 3 games in a row. We're back in the studio. Nick DeMeo, F5 Penguin, where you can find me on the interwebs, bringing you this action here today. We do have one more match, Eki versus Shawn, and we will have that matchup for you here in just a moment. So don't go anywhere. Coming after that matchup will also be some interviews with both sides that I hope you'll stick around for. So you are watching the 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship. We will be right back in just a minute. Take it. ...2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championships return here in just a moment. We are live here this afternoon on May 29th. It is about 1:26 p.m. Eastern Time here live from Tampa, Florida. I am Nick DeMeo, aka F5 Penguin is how you can find me all over the interwebs. We are back with another broadcast for you, another game on our docket, the last one of the games here tonight. We have Eki taking on Shawn as we look at the preview for the matchup that you're about to witness. Let's take a look at the aggregate score so far and the last result that the two faced off in right before we watched the Roda versus Martindale matchup. 8-2 Eki. Shawn held his own there for a good period to 2 periods, and then it kind of ran away from him. I'm not going to say 15-0 is doable, but against a player like Eki, you may have a hard-pressed time accomplishing that particular goal. 15 goals, for that matter. Nevertheless, we will bring you 3 more periods of coverage, 60 minutes of in-game hockey time happening your way. And the winner, of course, takes on the winning pair from Denmark and Germany, as we have the live action for you here in just 2 minutes. Want to thank you for being there. Glad you're there. Happy to be here bringing you this live action as it proceeds to give you what you need. Coming up at the duration and conclusion of this last match here today will be interviews with both Shawn and Eki, so we hope you will stick around for that. We'll probably speak to the losing side first and then over to the winning side, and that should be a nice little way to end this broadcast this afternoon. Want to thank everybody for watching at home. We know that you never know which way these matches are going to finalize and finish out and how they will conclude. We never know how things may shake out once the teams take the ice. But we are here to bring you that action live, courtesy of the IIHF and their affiliates. So it looks to be about 35 seconds left. They're going to be starting the game here in just a moment, and we will bring you that action. What are your predictions in the game? Let me know in the chat what you think this is going to look like. But it's completely possible that Eki may have a very similar result to what he had just previously in game number 2. Eki, of course, on Xbox facing Shawn. And it doesn't seem like the Xbox is having much difficulty giving Eki much difficulty at all. I will say this format's a little bit new for me, but I like the aggregate score. I think it's interesting, especially when you have 2 different consoles and you have people from all around the country. And I think it adds a little bit of team effort to a 1v1 scenario. So this has been exciting for me to call, exciting for me to follow, and I'm ready to bring you this action here in mere seconds. Game number 4. As we have the action for you right here. Game number 4 is about to be underway. Aggregate score 19-4. Team Finland controlling Team Russia, which will be going north on your screen. Team Great Britain controlling Team Canada, going south on your screen. And the face-off is won back by Eki to start this last game of our coverage here today. At least my last game. More coverage coming up. Exclamation point info in the chat to get more info as a shot comes on. That was a shot by Shawn. But Vasilev's safe. Face off to the left of the keeper I just mentioned in Andrei Vasilevsky, my favorite goalie. The puck is won by Eki and moved out. Picked off of it was Shawn. As I was saying, the winner of this match takes on Germany versus Norway, the winner from that contest. But we have great action for you later on this evening as well. We have games from 2-time Emmy-nominated broadcaster, NHL broadcaster Drew Goldfarb, and coverage by No Sleeves and Arda. We hope you'll follow along all the coverage that we bring to you here in this myriad, this cornucopia, if you will, of different broadcasts and talent in our coverage of the round of 16 and moving into the quarterfinals. As McDavid for Shawn works with it for Team Great Britain, trying to do something to get a goal on the board. Tries the wrist side short side wrist shot. Say that 3 times fast. But it didn't look like he had the right angle or enough power on it. And Vasilevsky able to glove save that and bring it back for his team. Eki now with it. Tries the deke, but poke checked away by Carey Price. Shawn now back with it. Bumped off the puck was by Kuznetsov. And Eki's back on the attack. Feeding one in front to Sergachev. D in front. Wrist shot on. Backhand chance from Panarin. Covered up by Price. Face off here won by Eki. Tarasenko now. Out to point, back around Sergachev. Tarasenko now at the dot, right dot now circling. 3 men on, and Shawn just clears it. Didn't know if he meant to do that, might try to check it, because that's going to be an icing going back the other way. Face off won back by Shawn. And out the left side. Again, more speed on that left side, beating the defense, but then not able to make a goal happen. And as I say that, Team Great Britain puts one on the board. And that's the centerman O'Reilly with a goal. Could there be life? As we look at the replay, and that was a great goal. The speed on the left side has been there for Team Great Britain seemingly all series, but they've not been able to drive into the net and make the goal happen. Unfortunately, Eki and both Eki and Martindale, and Roda, excuse me, have been able to stop that from going in. and they give them the outside, and they're not able to turn it home. They did so there with a great pass and a great goal, and they do lead this game by 1 right now. The puck is checked off a couple of times, a couple of big sticks there. And it's moved up. Eki now with it. Left circle, holding. Lots of patience again. This is the surgical moves of Eki. And it's back in front, and it's a goal. Eki scores from the left circle. And he ties the game. Make that 20 for the aggregate for Team Finland. As we are 3/4 of the way into the first period. As Eki tries the one-timer again there. But able to make the save there was Price, as Shawn comes back on the attack. But moved away quickly. Great stick work by Eki so far. Shawn now trying to close in. And does so. The bump does not work. Panarin, all types of room, and that's going to be a penalty. A tripping call will be the call. And Eki goes on the power play. I don't believe we've seen Eki on the power play. So we'll see what he can do with it as Vasilevsky throws it out to begin the attack and the offensive assault for Team Finland. Ovechkin recovers. Kovalchuk now with it, right circle. Holding and circling. Trying to bait their time into space. 1 minute to go on the power play. Shot in, score, Ovechkin! And Ovechkin gets the power play goal at 17:01. And I don't think you can give Eki a penalty to work with. When he's on the power play, he is dangerous, and it shows right there, as that makes blackjack for Team Finland up 21-5 here in this round of 16 series. We're starting to see football-like scores for the games here today. Pass fed up now. Eki with it, crossing the circles, but then pulls back. Left side, 2 men there. Nobody gets it except the man, Shawn, controlling Riley. Now over to Doughty. Back out to Riley. Right circle with speed, moving into the boards. Does not get through. And that's been the challenge again. Getting into the zone, easy. Getting deep into the zone, difficult. As it's icing with 5.7 seconds to go in the first period of this last game of our coverage here today. Face off one, Eki. Tries the quick pass. 2 men in front, intercepted there by Shawn. He throws it on, hits a stick of a defender, and that's going to do it for the first period. 2-1 in the game, 21-5 here in aggregate. And when we look at the story of what came into this game, we knew that Team Great Britain probably not favored to win the matchup. However, they did come to play, and I do commend them so far for continuing to play their games. With Shawn capitalizing on 1 of 3 chances so far here tonight in this game 4. As we bring you live coverage of this action, period number 2 underway. Eki with another face-off win, and they're back out. Here Eki goes. Ovechkin, Datsuk, no. Price throws it out. Shawn goes the other way. Worked off of it at the center line. And he has it again, entering the zone. Lots of sticks, lots of back and forth. And again, not able to establish the presence in the zone for a long period of time before Eki uses his magical stick to take the puck away. As McDavid now has it for Shawn. In front, McKinnon left side off the pads and in the front of the blue paint of Vasilevsky was the puck. But its nose stays clear of the net as the shot hits almost the cage there. The face mask, if you will, of Vasilevsky. And Kucherov's in with the goal. Eki able to move his way through and put another one past Carey Price. Oh, that was the Kucherov, assisted by Datsuk and Ovechkin. And these passes are unreal. A lot of speed. Eki capitalizing on them, stepping up into the zone. And he puts another one home for his team. Eki wins another faceoff. As we're just over halfway to go in the game and in the period. Sergachev out of position. Kuznetsov back shot on, and that was kicked away and batted away by the team controlled by Eki as he's back with the puck. But not sooner than I spoke that he was. He loses it and recovers it again. Back into the zone now. Sergachev looking for it. One-time feed to Orlov. That's a goal. Another one for Eki. And if it wasn't certain before, Team Finland clear ahead and in control of this 4-game series. As we see the play there. And that's just great work. Able to move the skill stick to the right, make the pass to the left. The shot goes in. Seemingly at will for Eki at this point. There's another chance. Great defense, though, by Shawn. And he's got a breakaway feed. Eki closing in with speed, though, and he was able to get there fast with the defender. And here he goes back the other way. Steps to the left. Back to the right with a deke. Back feed, Radulov. Zaitsev, save, Carey Price. In front, Price holds, throws it out. Stick lift off now, Eki. Left circle, right circle. Sorry, Gusev. One-time shot. Score by Radulov! Radulov able to put one home. Eki is going to work here in the second period. Team Finland well in command of this series. And the rest of the game might just be a formality at this point. Push win to Eki. And that use of the left trigger there to stop up, turn around, and fall short of the circle led to a pass that found its way out of the zone. Dadonov now. Holding and spinning. Fought off of it. Shawn has it. Not for long there. Eki's back out of the zone there. The team will have to reset. And they do. And they're back on. Here comes Eki again with Russia. In the red jerseys going north on your screen. Shawn with it with no help on the line change. Pass thrown across the entire width of the ice. As Malkin takes it up for his team. Has it. And again, as we get into the slot, it's knocked away. And the slap shot is on. But Vasilevsky makes the save yet again, keeping his team up by 4 so far here in this game. Pass down low. Tries the one-handed deke from the short angle, and I like the effort. Unfortunately, it did not go home. But Eki might be getting a little bit creative here. Tarasenko now up right side. Eki in front, Malkin now. Point to Pavarov, who steps in and still has it. Radulov. And that play is canceled. Shawn has it. Sends it over to Marner for Shawn. And that trickles the length of the ice, but no icing. 1:20 to go in the second period. Team Russia controlled by Team Finland, up 5-1. Datsuk in front, and that's not a goal. Price able to sprawl out, make the save. Datsuk still with it. Eki fighting off 2 defenders and tries to flip it in front. And Ovechkin with the 1T. I think that was a slap pass. It goes wide. And as we look at the scoreline, 5-1 in the game, 24-5 is the aggregate score here in this series. The last period of this round of 16 matchup between these two teams. And Eki is still on the attack. Shawn steps in, but not for long, because Eki's back with it, and it's just a lot of pressure right now for Shawn. It looks like he's doing everything he can to slow the bleeding, but Eki sending 2, 3, 4 men down low into the slot, into the high point. And Ovechkin, back pass. Kucherov does not connect on it. Ovechkin back with it. Right half board now, right point. Circling now, Kucherov. Driving into the zone, tied up by Doughty was Datsuk. And that was the intended target. And a quick steal now, Shawn, breakaway. Eki backtracking. And 3 men back there with speed from Russia. Eki able to get back his team. And he sends one in front. It sails into the board, into the corner, and Shawn's back with it. Cutting in front. Marchand with the shot. Falls to the right side. Eki windmill dekes at the right circle. Meets nobody other than opponents. But still fighting for it. Shawn trying to keep his check. And he does. A big hit there by Shawn. Doughty gets intercepted by Kuznetsov. The puck's in front. Malkin can't bury it. Here comes Eki again. Great little deke there. O'Reilly in front. And Sagan able to pick it up. Work for his team from behind the net of the opponent. Here comes the defense. Shot in front. Score! Shawn puts one in, almost point blank. And I have to give credit where it's due. Shawn is playing for his team and playing for pride. And I cannot be mad at that. 5-2 in this game. As Eki wins another faceoff with 9:13 to go in the third period. Russia, Norway, and Finland already into the round of 16. Team Finland should be in as a formality now to finish the game out. I don't think 18 goals could be scored in 7 minutes, especially not against Eki. As he works again, right side. Around 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, 4 men, and that's a goal again. tactical and surgical, is your 2018 NHL GWC champion. He was able to take the puck from the right corner to the right board and spin through 4 men before passing the puck and doing it a second time and putting up another goal for his team. And with that goal, for those keeping score at home, in our previous series today, Russia won 24-8 aggregate, 6-2, 5-4, 4-1, and 9-1. 24-8. The series now for Finland and Great Britain is 25-6. Almost 26-6. As Eki throws one on. And Shawn's got room, but here comes Eki on the defense. And he's got a penalty. I'm surprised that was not a penalty shot. As Eki will go on the kill for the first time this series. Let's see what he does on the kill and see what Shawn can do on the power play. Shawn now working with it. In the middle, out to the left. In front, one-time feed to Stamkos on the give and go. Just misses. As Eki puts a stick lift on, we're one-on-one back the other way. Ovechkin and Riley. Steps up, loses his man, shot in and score. 26-6. And that one-on-one chance, you can see Shawn stepped up. Eki worked around him. And from there, it was over. Shorthanded goal accredited to Team Finland. As Eki steps in to take the puck, still on the PK. Shabbat has the puck. 70 seconds to go in the game and in the series. Gusev now left circle. On the PK, kills it off. And he almost dances his way into the net. That was a heck of a performance by Eki's skill stick and skill at the stick to work his way through the defense of 5 people on the kill. And he's back with it with half a minute to go in the game. Pass sent in front. Stick lifted away, and still with it is Eki. And he throws one in the back of the net, driving in. And this is a statement to the other teams that he will be facing in the future in this tournament. There is no give up in this man. That's not to say that Team Great Britain has not put up a fight this entire series, and they have played out every single second of the game, and to that I commend them. Shawn now with it, 18 seconds to go. Can he get one more goal for his team? It may not happen. Now 10 seconds. Eki right side. And that's going to do it for the series. And that's going to do it for the game. 27-6 is your final aggregate score. Team Finland going up over Team Great Britain in all 4 games of the series. As we'll bring you back in the studio at the end of this game. We're back live. Nick DeMeo, aka F5 Penguin. In just a moment, we will have interviews with both sides of this series, get their thoughts and see what they had to say. Please don't go anywhere, but your final score, 27-6, with that game being 8-2. And that was a performance for the ages. We will be right back in a little bit. Finland moves on to the quarterfinals of the 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship. Do not go anywhere. We're setting up the interviews in just a moment. '20 Esports Fan Championship from the IIHF. We are back with continuing coverage. I am here in the interview segment right now with, unfortunately, the losing side of this matchup, the 4-game series between Team Finland and Team Great Britain. I'm here with Shawn. Shawn, first and foremost, thanks for joining us here today.
No problem. I'm glad to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about this. In the first matchup of the round of 16, you got paired up against what many say is probably the best NHL player in the world with Eki. How did you feel going into the matchup, and then what kind of talk us through what happened there? At least at the end of one, you were tied and things looked pretty good, but then Eki does what Eki does, right?
Yeah, as soon as we got matched against Finland, I knew it was going to be extremely hard, and as you say, Eki plays for them, so that was we just tried to go into the game and just do our best straight away. We knew it was going to be very difficult, and as you say, in the game it was 1-1 after the first, but that second period just got away from me. The skill showed for Ricky. He was an unbelievable player at times and just does stuff you're not expecting.
Yeah, he definitely has a patience factor about him that just kind of bides time and opens up things for him. How was your confidence level after that first period? It seemed like you might have had a chance to really get ahead and kind of put some goals on the board.
Yeah, I was feeling good after the first period, but I knew anything can happen in hockey, as you know. So as soon as I dropped that second and third goal, that's kind of when you just kind of got more and more. It was started to end up in the back of my net before you know it.
Yeah, you can kind of feel it almost feels like an uphill battle literally on the ice when that happens,
Yeah, you can't even
unfortunately.
get out of the zone. It feels like.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about Martin, your teammate there. Obviously, a man who plays for Lulueo hockey for Sixes. What's it been like playing with him, or at least talking to him through the beginning of this playoff so far?
Yeah, starts well. This is the first time we've met, so he's a cool guy. I messaged him. He's funny, and I thought he played really well in his games. He's mainly plays ESHL, he says. So this was his first 1v1 in a while. So I thought he done really well.
Do you think anybody can stop Team Finland at this point?
If I was putting my money on it, I'd have Finland on to win.
Finland on the win. You heard it here from Shawn himself. Shawn, well, listen, man, you played a really great game. I want to thank you for your time and thank you for finishing out the games. You guys played prideful for your country, and best of luck to you next time.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
Take care. We'll be back in a little bit here with the other interview in just a moment. So don't go anywhere. We're going to set up the interview with Eki here in just a second. Please stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are live with continuing coverage of the 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship. Nick DeMeo here, F5 Penguin, alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself. You may know him as probably the 2018 NHL GWC champion. I know him as a really good friend of mine, Mr. Eki. Thanks for taking some time for me today, man.
Yeah, no worries, of course.
So let's get into it here. Big win, obviously, for you. I know we talked a little bit before the matchup this morning, but how'd you feel going into it playing on Xbox side?
You kind of don't know what's like. I didn't have any expectations. I haven't played Zone before or any British player. I don't think so. So it was kind of new territory. But at start it was really little like adjusting to the ping, but after that it was all good.
Yeah, you definitely didn't seem much stopped you after that first period. You were tied at 1, and then everything just kind of happened, and I kind of saw you get into more of your game. Was there a kind of getting used to the ping, and then that was it for you? You knew exactly where you were going to be?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I hadn't played that much today, and I still have a little issue with my adapter to use the PS4 controller. So I had to use the Xbox controller for a little while, which I didn't want to do. So
got it. So some adjustment there.
Yeah, a little bit. It was all good.
Talk a little bit about your teammate, Roda. He had a heck of a performance against Martindale as well. You guys walked away with all 4 games in your favor. What did you see from him that you really liked?
Roda plays really good. We've screamed like pretty much 2 games every day, 2 or 3 games. He's so good offensively. He's really dangerous. As you saw in the games against Martindale, Martindale is a skillful player as well. So yeah, I really like his offense. We will play some more and see how we do in the upcoming games.
Obviously, this wasn't much of a challenge for you guys as you walked away with a 21 goal differential in aggregate. Do you expect the same thing to happen as you move through the tournament, or are you going to run into some competition?
Well, you never know. I think in the next round we will face Denmark or Germany. I know their PS4 player is really good in both of the countries, but that will be the same thing for me. I don't know their Xbox players, so it's kind of every one of these games is kind of going dark, you know. So
For
you never
sure.
know.
Looking down the bracket, obviously a lot of great talent. We have a lot of great talent coming up in some coverage later today and tomorrow. Who do you have your eye on as a team that you might need to prepare for down the line?
I had 3 teams: Canada, USA, and Sweden. I think those are the three teams we are competing against, uh, and those are the teams I know players from. So I will for sure watch those teams' games and see how they do.
When we just spoke to Shawn, he said he had Finland going all the way. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I certainly hope so, but let's see. You have to win the games first.
Well, Eki, a heck of a performance, obviously. A lot of work to go for sure here in the tournament. But again, happy belated birthday. Congratulations on your win. And I look forward to speaking with you again in the near future.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, that's going to do it here for me in the studio. We were pleased to bring you this coverage live today. I want to thank everybody that made this possible. I want to thank the IIHF and the entire production staff to bring us the ability to do this. And we have more continued coverage today later on. Do not forget, we have Slovakia versus Latvia. And then tomorrow we have Sweden versus Italy, Czech Republic versus Belarus, Germany versus Denmark, and Canada versus the US. All happening tomorrow. I'm actually calling a game tomorrow morning, so you'll find me alongside Drew Goldfarb as we call the Czech Republic Belarus game that's happening quite early on Drew's coast. It's going to be 6 a.m. for him, 9 a.m. Eastern for me, and 1 p.m. UTC, I do believe, is the time. So hope to see you there as well. Hope you'll watch all of the other coverage. ! Info in the chat. And again, my name is F5 Penguin on the internet. You may know me as Nick DeMeo. It has been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be here with you tonight. And until next time, we are live from Tampa, Florida. We will see you back on the next broadcast. Make sure you're following the channel and do not miss out on anything else that comes your way. This has been the 2020 IIHF Esports Fan Championship coverage between Team Finland and Team Great Britain. Team Finland going up 27-6. Take care.